When it comes to sex, if you start to notice all of a sudden that your penis is leaning this way, or it's leaning this way, and this is a newer phenomena, like when you're in your 20s, you're like, was my stuff leaning that way? Or has it always leaned that way? Then we think peyronies until proven otherwise. But let me share this great question with you here. It's basically, hi, I don't think I have peyronies. However, when erect, the penis shoots straight up. Think of it like my body is the vertical line and my penis comes straight up at like a 10 or 20 degree angle. So I'm thinking it's like this. Making really only certain positions useful because pushing it down would be hard in some positions. So basically, we have a situation where his erection is just not serving him as much because it's shaped differently. So I'm assuming he's saying, like, if he's laying on his back, it is going like this all the time and his back this way instead of up this way, right? So here's one thing that I want us to keep in mind about penile tissue and just the skin in general. If you stretch and pull your skin, it will become a different shape, right? If I sat and rubbed my nose every day for a month, my nose is going to take on a little bit different of a shape. And your erection is very similar. You can train your erections to actually be a different shape. Now, for someone who is all the way back up here with their erection, you're probably going to need to wear a penis extender or a stretcher, like the Pro Extender. I've shared it here a couple times. I don't have one here with me, but what it actually does is throughout the day, it just kind of stretches the penile tissue a little back this way. But if this happens to be peyronies, what you really need to do is break the tissue up a little bit before you're doing that. And studies show that pumping can help with peyronies. Studies show the shock wave can help with peyronies. The P-shot can help with peyronies. And the stretcher kind of helps reshape with peyronies. So those are the 4 different things. But I want you to know that no matter what your erection is shaped like or your penis is shaped like, you can always reshape it. It's going to take a little energy and a little pulling and smoothing, but you can actually reshape it. It's not like you are 100% stuck with what you were born with or what you have right now. It's gravity and elastic tissue changes. And so you can actually remold the shape of your erections. Ancient Chinese culture, the Tao of sexuality has a whole chapter on how to reshape your penis in a way that makes it more pleasurable. Let me see, do I have my copy over here? Yeah, oh, I do. Look at that. I got a copy, and this is by Master Chang. Great book, by the way. This is one of my favorites. And it really has a whole chapter on reshaping your penis. And what the concept is remember, you're kind of moving forward with it and pushing towards the head. But then what you're also doing is you're actually smacking it up against your leg, right? Because what that's doing is expanding the shape and the girth of the head of the penis. So I want you to start thinking about your body a little differently. I mean, like, we've all seen people, who stretched out their earlobes and they've got rings in it. I mean, that's just elasticity doing its thing. So you can reshape and remold. Dr. Runnels, who invented the P-shot and the O-shot, when you talk to him, he will tell you he has reshaped his whole situation down there. And he's done it by using the P-shot. He's done it by molding it. So think I want you to really start thinking of your erections and your testicles as, an extension of you, instead of it just being its own thing. Like, touch it, rub it, pull it, move it. It is elastic and it will do more than you think it will. But if you just let it sit there and collect cobwebs and, not really pour into it, then that's what you'll get out of it. So if you have an erection that you don't really like, then you can actually start remolding and reshaping it in a way. Now, when we're talking about peyronies, though, you got to recognize you want to actually talk to your doctor about potentially getting an ultrasound. And in that ultrasound, what they can do is help you identify if you have any plaques. You know, plaque would be a buildup of tissue at the base of it that may be causing it to curve off in a different direction. And if so, one of the best things that we can do now is we can actually take and break some of that tissue up with a shock wave. And we can consider putting P-shot, which is using your own plasma to deposit into that area to get it to heal better, all while pumping. You know, this pumping concept keeps coming back, all while pumping, because the pumping can actually kind of straighten things out a little bit. And even putting the extender on so that you're wearing it throughout the day, and it's kind of keeping it, you know, it's kind of stretching it a little bit. It's applying tension on it, so to speak. Awesome. Great questions.